All right, so this is the front desk. Let's quickly see how we can set up the front desk and use it for our business. So, of course, as usual, for the front desk, all the employees you have in your business will show up here. For this demo, only the admin is currently present, so I'm going to be using the admin account. So I'm going to log in, and then password is wrong. So after logging in, we will see something like this. Why we are seeing this is because we've not configured it. So we go to settings. If you remember in the back office, we entered one number somewhere. So we're going to use that number to configure this. The number is 101. And then we set the receipt printer. I'm going to use this, for example. Let's use this for the purpose of this demo. I'm going to set the size, which is the size of the printer, to 80 mm. I don't have a casual attached. I don't have a customer display attached. So I'm going to, so all these printers you can set, they should be on this system. If you're on a network, you should be able to find them here. So once you have set everything, I'm going to click on save, and then you see that all the buttons will come alive. Now to make a sale, I'm going to go to retail, and then we will see the sales screen. Here is where we search for products, either by typing or scanning. You want to scan, you place your cursor here. You want to search, you place your cursor here. Here is where you set the customer. If you want to add customer to the sale transaction, you do it here. Just click this, and then you can see that by default we have just one customer in general, so we can add more by clicking on this add here. There's an add button here, and then we can add the customer details as you see fit, save it and all that. But for the purpose of this demo, we're not going to be doing all that. So let's say the meat pie, for example. I'm going to select that, and I can change the quantity by using this or this, this to increase, this to decrease. If I have the privilege under roles, we saw how that the employees can be given some roles. I can add a custom product that are not been officially added to this application. You can add them. You can disable this on the back office if you don't want employees doing that. So please take note. The total will be calculated, and then we can click on pay. Now under pay, we can pay using any of this method. This is the payment method that was added by default. You can modify it, you can add yours, whatever. They will all be listed here. So total is 1,000 naira, as you can see. Let's say I want to, for the purpose of this demo, I want to pay using two means of payment. I want to pay 800 with transfer and pay cash of 200. So you can see that I split the payment into different payment methods. So you can do that. You can put all in one payment method. You can split it. I'm just splitting it to show you what is available, and then I'll click on save, and that is all. So after that, I can now click on print to print the receipt. But for the purpose of this demo, I'm not printing any receipt. But once you click on print, the printer is properly configured. You can print the receipt, and then that is the end of the transaction. So that is the base of this front desk. The main thing here is just to make sale. Every other thing you see is just for the purpose. It's just little addition, just to spice up things a little bit. This dining, takeout, and delivery, there are also other different types of sales. They are like retail, but just different type. It's just that the application categorizes, okay, this one is dining sale, this one is takeout sale, this one is this. So it's just same sale. If you want to view the last sale, you click on this button. It shows the last transaction we did. If you want to print the last sale, you click on print the last sale. It does that for you. Recall is the same thing as view, but this time you have to enter the receipt number. When you click on recall, you have to enter the receipt number here, and then it will come out, and then you will see, I think that should be 1. If I'm correct, yes, 1, which is the first number you see here. if I click on it, it will bring it out. So the leading zeros is not really important, just the numbers behind zeros that is important. Orders, this is for restaurants that they open tabs. Somebody takes something, somebody is eating, say bring one bottle, he takes one bottle, he keeps ordering different items. He has not paid, but he keeps ordering. So you can see the orders here. You will see if there's any, because there's none, that's why I quickly closed off. So but if there's any, it will show the orders, and then you can quickly edit them. Settle for balancing up sale. If you sell partially and balance later, you sell on credit. Maybe you sell, the person pays in part, and then comes another day, has to pay in part. You can use settle to settle the transaction. You click on settle, you look for the transaction, let's say this one. But because this transaction has been completed, it's not going to show up here. So the total was 1,000 was paid, so there's no need for any settling. So it's going to show only transactions that has balance due on it. Redo last sale is to repeat a sale. You want to repeat a sale. Somebody A ordered so and so things, 1,000. B says give me like you did for A. You just click redo. It will just pick up the items, put them in the receipt, and then only for you to click on pay to check out. That is what redo last sale does. And then check prices is to check prices of items. Maybe in case somebody comes and asks, how much do you sell this? How much does this cost? They can quickly on check prices and see the prices of the items. Return and void. This familiar. Somebody returns an item, you click on return, and then it's going to search for the item that the person wants to return. Let's say I search for this receipt, and then I will now click on refund. It's going to ask me, are you sure? It's going to now ask me those return settings we set in the back office, return reasons that we set. So if you set them, they will all be showing here. Why is this person returning this item? You select it and then add any further notes that you want to add. Oh, okay, this happened, that happened. And then you just click on save. It will refund the item. And then if the item is under track stock, it will return a quantity back to the inventory. The same thing happens on that void. There's no difference. So clocking, this is where your employees will have to indicate that they've signed in, they've resumed. So if I come to the office or to the store 8 o'clock in the morning, I log in and click clock in, and then I say yes, okay. So it now says I've clocked in. If I log out and log in back, you can see that the button is this. If I log out and log in back, the only one that will now be highlighted is this clock out. So this should be clicked only at the end of the day. If your employee mistakenly clicks it by 2 p.m. while he's still at work, that's his own story. But it should be clicked only at the end of the day when he's signing out. And then expenses, this is where they can add expenses. And these are those categories you saw in the back office that the employees can select. What is the expenses for? What's the category? Is it fueling? Is it repairs? Is it salary? What is it for? They select, oh, see, fueling. How much was it? Say we bought, just put fuel for Jen. How much was it? Let's say 5,000. So, and then you click on save, and that saves it. For the demo, I will not be saving that. So the Frontdesk is actually very, very simple. The most important feature here is this retail, where they have to make sales. And then every other thing is just some small thing to make life a little bit easier for those that are using the application. So that will be all for this Frontdesk. Please, if you have any questions, you need more detail, let us know, and then we would get back to you if there's any. And then also let them know that the application times out, so it is counting down. If they stop using the mouse or keyboard, it will start counting down. That countdown is set in settings. It is set here. You can see 60 seconds. So they can turn it off by clicking on turn off to turn it off if they don't want it to log up. But it is actually for the protection of the person using the system, so that someone does not quickly come and add sale. And then after every sale, help them to know that they have to log off and then leave the system like this, so that their account is safe and the transaction is safe. So this is all we can take for the front desk. If there's any other question, if you have something that you need to be cleared about that we probably rushed over that you're not clear about, please let us know, and then send us your questions, send us your inquiries. We'll be happy to give you more assistance. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.